this has got to be one of the coolest intros we have ever had. We got the Burj Khalifa, we got the Cantilever Tower, and of course the 140 Bugatti Divo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to vlog. Welcome back to the Middle East and welcome to Dubai. We have the 140 Bugatti Divo, 1600 horsepower. Welcome back to the Middle East. I love the two-tone interior on the Bugatti Divos. Last time we were in Dubai, Sophia and I actually randomly rode in one of these cars, which was crazy. This might be the same car. The spec is almost identical.
They had different wheels,
right,
but they could have been changed.
They could have been changed, but yeah, the satin blue, very, very French of them. This skyscraper though, that is wild. It's got a cantilever just like my living room. As Gordon always says, if you get an STO, get rid of the decals. That car without the decals would look so much better. Still very cool. The Lamb trucks here in Dubai are such a next level. We got the Kevani wide body. I don't know if I love it or if I hate it. As Gordon just said, this is legit Sim City in real life. It doesn't even make sense. It feels like you're living in a video game. And of course, we have the Museum of the Future. Like I said, the architecture here in Dubai, like everything is just over the top. The Burj Khalifa framed to perfection right there. The number of dealerships here in Dubai is actually out of control. I don't even know where we are, and that lineup is better than anything in Utah. We got Lamb trucks for days and the G-Wagons everywhere. Well, we got a lot to do on the docket today, but step one, welcome to VIP Motors. I saw TDF, the car dealerships here, I say it time and time and again, there's no place quite like it in the world. I would imagine most of you guys are kind of sort of confused. Why are we going supercar shopping when I'm broke? Let me explain. Well, we definitely got here at the right time. They are moving all the cars in and out of the dealership. We got the silent killer, the Porsche 918 Spider, right on cue. Little bit of V8 action right there. The lighting in here, all the cars here at VIP Motors. It's hard to beat. Now, as you know, Sophia, the Countach is for sale, the Espada is for sale. Now, the Countach, my equity is about $500,000, so I owe about $150,000. It's worth about $650. So we got $500,000 to spend. I don't know what the price is on these Brabus rockets, but like they're pretty cool. Wide body kits as well. These things are sick. It might be time to go German.
I think you'll go GT3
A Porsche. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
992 or 991.
992.
Yeah, Girth Nation, baby. Sophie's convinced we go GT3 RS, but a 720S or a 765 LT, I haven't had a British made in a long time.
I don't know. 720 is cool.
720 is very affordable too. You can get a 720 for about 200 grand US.
What's the GT3
with,
RS?
350 on the very low end to
992?
450. Yeah, they're expensive. That's 100,000 over MSRP.
That's a lot.
Yeah. The spec on this car is actually so similar to my 812. The blue is maybe a tint darker, but also has the red interior as well. This thing is sick, and the Duke Dynamics kit I have for my car is kind of like an 812 comp knockoff kit. I know it sounds terrible, but it's a wide body kit. It's extra wide and has carbon fiber wing. Now, when I sell the Countach, we have 720S, GT3 RS, but an SF90. This thing is so much power. It's so fast. Not a big fan of the SF90, eh?
Not really.
You see, the SF90, once again, kind of love it or you hate it, but as far as performance, it is hard to beat. The value on these cars is starting to drop a little bit.
Right now?
In America, around 400 on the very low end. But these used to be $1 million during COVID.
Still too much.
Okay, I guess we're not going SF90. You heard it here from Sophia. You gotta be careful when these hybrids are running around. They're the silent killer.
You don't even know they're there.
You're gonna get hit by a 918. You're gonna get guillotined by one of these because it's in the full EV mode. We also got the P1, cleaner than your church shoes. Now, if I sold the Koenigsegg, which I'm not announcing officially, I gotta get the car fixed, which is gonna take a little bit of time, don't worry about it. But if we sold the Koenigsegg, do we get another hybrid car? Do we axe the hybrid car? Do we go P1?
What are they, like $1.2 million?
1.7-ish.
1.7?
Yeah, they're climbing up in value, but look at it. Now, 1.7 on the low end, with low miles, you're like 2.5 plus. Crazy to see a Koenigsegg in yellow. Usually they're kind of more muted colors or blue or red. Yellow, actually, I dig it. If you guys remember the last time we were here, they had another Mansory Urus Coupe, and it was insanely loud. Now they have this one with the forged carbon, the blue interior. This is the loudest car at VIP Motors, is that right?
Exactly.
Exactly, and of course, the start-stop button on the roof, little cold startup. We need this. This is sick. It sounds like an outfit. It sounds like a DMC. I don't know what these songs about that.
The interior is so cool.
The interior is so sick. Yep, Lamb truck for the win, baby. I think the interior that Mansory does might be the coolest of the group. We look beautiful right now, boys. What? the full turquoise interior, and of course this is the two-door coupe. You got all the forged carbon fiber. So
I want the interior of the 812 to look just like
yes. The 812 build, I know it's been a long, arduous process with a lot of failure, but someday, one day, this interior, imagine this on the 812. That's right. They wanted to put the P1 there in another car, and they had to move like 17 cars. This, of course, is the white to lime green gradient, I guess? Mansory Roma, all right. And of course, the interior on this Roma is so ridiculous. You got the black seat and the green seat, the Italian tricolore. Pretty sick though, pretty sick. Well, from the showroom to out back, they got all these cars outside. We got the Pagani Huayra, we got the Speedtail, we got the Sion Roadster, one in 19 in the world. What?
Huevos revueltos.
What? Revuelto?
It's like scrambled eggs in Spanish.
Yes, Lamborghini Revuelto. I definitely want to get a Revuelto someday, one day. Here's the question. Okay, we got 3RS, 720S, Revuelto. Now the problem with the Revuelto, I'm getting about 500,000 from the Countach. These are trading for about 700 grand, so probably not really the time yet, but someday.
You gotta let them drop in price.
Yes.
And then you get one.
Yes. Every single time I see a McLaren Speedtail, I kind of sort of laugh. It's a little bit comical, kind of looks like a tadpole, but man, the Sion Roadster, you never see these cars. I don't know exactly that much about this Aventador Roadster. It's some kind of special edition from Korea. This is all factory, like the paint is factory, the interior is factory as well. One of two in the entirety of the world. Very cool interior, kind of reminds me of my Roadster. We're definitely going Porsche sooner rather than later, but GT3RS is very cool. It's a track day weapon. I don't hit apexes. I've never been known to hit apexes. I've never hit one single apex in my entire life. I love going fast in a straight line. So this is a Turbo S with a Mansory carbon kit that is very, very cool. So 992 Turbo S or 992 A-Trace RSA.
It's close enough.
Hey, I say improvement, but I'm really not getting better. This kit is definitely very cool. I love the blue interior, but Tech Art has a kit for a Turbo S
really good.
that's sick. In the comments below, what do you guys think? 3RS or 911 Turbo S? Sophia, stop drooling. Stop drooling. I know, Miami Blue. It looks so good. This is a 2RS that's got turbos. 991 GT2. There's so many Porsches. It's so confusing. They got so many different numbers. I'm trying to keep track. We got the 991 2RS, 2 turbos, not a 3RS, the older generation. This would also be cool. There's so many different Porsches we could go, yet they're all so similar. But this color, yes ma'am. I love it. You'd look good in this. Maybe you need a Porsche soon. And of course, only in Dubai can you get a marble hood. It's actual, I think that's legit marble. Weight savings? I don't think so. Marble's pretty heavy, right? I don't know if it's real marble or not, but it does look pretty crazy. Well, it just so happens to be my lucky day. I'm going for a ride in the Verde Revuelto, the Lamborghini Revuelto. The color is so incredibly beautiful. This color under the sun is just absolutely killer. Most of you guys know I had a Revuelto on order at one point. I canceled it. I probably shouldn't have, but this color is just insane. Yep, this is properly sick. The 1,000 horsepower Lamborghini Revuelto, and of course, we got the speedometer on this side too. I have to give a massive shout out to the homies at VIP Motors. This car only has 82 kilometers on it. This thing is brand spanking new. The spec is just out of this world. You guys might remember, I had one of the predetermined cars on order, the purple, the Viola Pacife, and now finally all the ad personam cars are being delivered. Yep, picks up in a hurry, and it sounds properly good too. We definitely got to order a Revuelto here soon. Obviously when I sell my Countach, I probably still have to finance one, but if we sold the Espada and the Countach, or if I did sell the Koenigsegg, I would have enough money to buy one of these cash, which would be pretty crazy. I'm so glad that Lamborghini kept the V12. In the day and age when everybody's doing V6s, even the new Ferrari hypercar is a V6. Lamborghini, you do have the hybrid assist, but you still got that roaring V12. I'm sure you've heard some of the cars, like the Gintani car, sounds absolutely crisp. Yeah, this thing is pretty properly sick. What's crazy, it had 82 kilometers and now has 85. Wow. That's 3%. I got 3% of the kilometers. Massive shout out to the homies at VIP Motors. This color, absolutely to die for. I wish you guys were here in person to see this color. In the direct sunlight, you see all the flake absolutely glows. I tell you, the Lamborghini colors are just getting better and better and better. I've never actually seen this color in real life. I think on the Revuelto, it's not a matter of if I'm gonna buy one, it's just a matter of when. Obviously, it's the flagship Lamborghini. The biggest thing is prices. So right now, they're trading slightly over MSRP. I've been offered a couple cars right at MSRP. I think values are kind of sort of headed down here sort of soon, so I think I might kind of wait for that. It just depends on how long do I wait? Now this car in particular, the MSRP is right around $650,000. Obviously the color is very cool, the interior is very cool. It doesn't have a lot of the accessory carbon fiber, but for me that is perfect because when I get a Revuelto, obviously I'm gonna modify it. Paying for all that carbon fiber doesn't really make sense. And that was one of the issues on my purple car. It had every single carbon imaginable. The MSRP was like $735,000. I'd rather get a car like this with no exterior carbon fiber so I can slice and dice. It's so crazy. Filming here in Dubai is like shooting fish in a barrel. It's honestly too easy. 112 of these in the world. The LPI 800. The Countach. Well, it is safe to say we are truly getting the VIP treatment here at VIP Motors, the SF90XX Spider. This is the first one I've ever seen. I think it's the first one in the Middle East. And yes, yours truly, we're going for a ride. I think this might be the first one in all of Dubai, and somehow, some way, we are going for a very short and fast ride. This thing is so sick. All right, this thing is so raw compared to the Revuelto. Obviously, this is the SF90, the XX. This is effectively a road legal race car, effectively for the streets here in Dubai. First one here in the United Arab Emirates. I love the spec on this. The orange accents tie in so well. I wish you guys could feel the suspension on this thing and the sound of it too. Twin turbocharged V8. This thing rips. Let it rip, tater chip. Jeez, this is crazy. 1,016 horsepower, twin turbocharged V8 with electrification, hybridization. Oh my gosh, it sounds great for a twin turbocharged V8 too. The more and more time I spend on a Ferrari, the more and more I get it. Give me that Ferrari merchandise, give me that t-shirt, that belt, the trousers, all the Ferrari merch, because this thing is like a little go-kart compared to the Revuelto. The Revuelto, obviously I love it, big V12, kind of drives like a land yacht, a luxury land yacht, whereas this thing is like a little pocket rocket. All the carbon fiber, all the Alcantara, the suspension will break your neck. 599 in the world. Obviously you gotta be like hand selected by Ferrari to get one of these cars, so it's very, very, very exclusive, but man, if you have the opportunity and Ferrari calls, you better pick up. It's just another day here at VIP Motors, a little musical chairs as we have to move hypercars around to get the other hypercars in. I love the ergonomics of this SF90XX. I love how the door panel integrates so nicely there into the dashboard. The orange and Nardo gray is absolutely gorgeous. The carbon door panels. I love how these three vents match the exterior too. Vlad just asked me the tough question, SF90XX or Revuelto. I'm a Lambo guy, I'm a fanboy. But this thing, we need more Ferrari, it's so sick. It is so crazy. Ferrari, why are they so good? They're so good, Ferraris, time and time and again. Now, like I said, it's not really fair. There's like a special edition, a limited edition car. This is a track day weapon. This is a somewhat of a mass production vehicle. Obviously, price point, this is way more expensive, but goodness, SF90XX,
might have to do it.
I'll take it. Well, once again, massive shout out to the homies here at VIP Motors. Absolutely legendary showroom, only here in Dubai. And of course, when in Dubai, chrome gold your G-Wagon. Now, the last time we were in Dubai, the Mansory showroom was getting a bit of a refresh. I wanted to come here forever. With Mansory, you either love it or you hate it. This G-Wagon is crazy. We, of course, have the Rolls-Royce Wraith with the turquoise interior. This G-Wagon is ridiculous. Brother, man, what? The Carbonado?
Evo.
This is sick!
The Evo.
The Evo Carbon. Look at the weave on this thing. This is sick. This is sick. Oh, I've been wanting to see this forever.
It's like Sesta Elemental
It
vibes,
is.
right? Sesta Elemental
What?
vibes. Yep.
Carbonado Evo by Mansory. Sophie,
I like it.
we need a Mansory for sure. Every single detail on this car is just absolute perfection. I have traveled all around the world. I don't think I've ever seen an Aventador that is nearly as cool as this. And all the details, I mean, all the carbon fiber there on the engine bay as well. This thing is absolutely insane. And I'd imagine Mansory, they make the best exhaust in the world too. This thing is just out of this world. It is so special to see the details on these cars. I absolutely love the interior work. I don't know if there's better interior work than the Mansory work. It just looks so fresh
So good.
and plush. It almost looks like a mint gum, doesn't it?
bubble gum.
It does, it is so cool. The custom interior that Mansory does, also once again, the two-tone interior is just to die for. Obviously, it reminds me a little bit of Verde turbine, all the forged carbon fiber as well. And of course, here from the back end, this SF90. I just can't stop staring at these cars. We have the F8 from Mansory, as well as the Mansory Stallone 812 GTS. This kid is absolutely crazy. And inside sources here at Mansory, they tell me this is the loudest car here, and we're gonna get a cold start.
The 812 sound really good.
812 is the best. The 6.5 liter V12. The interior on these cars is just absolutely crazy. The Tiffany color is just gorgeous. I love all the forged carbon fiber, and we're about to get a little bit of cold startup. Might want to protect your ears. Headphone users, seize the moment. This thing is 10 of 10. Mansory Stallone 812 GTS, bro.
What do you think? Straight five.
I like that a lot. All right, eardrums. Not gonna hear the rest of the week. Now I have news coming on my Ferrari 812 very, very soon. Obviously, we're gonna do a custom interior eventually. What do you guys think about this color here? Now, one thing that's cool about the 812 versus the Aventador, the dashboard and the strake of the windshield is not as aggressive on the 812, so I think I can get away with a colored dash, whereas on the Roadster with the white, you can't see it all. But this, I think I can get away with. Now, this color is more like Tiffany, but let's look at the 6x6, so I think I like that color better. So this 6x6 here, you see all the forged carbon fiber, and then the interior is just a little bit more turquoise. That's mint. I like the turquoise better.
More like Miami blue.
It is, it is. So on the 812, what do you guys think? Interior-wise, should we do that color or that color? The orange is also pretty crazy. Possibilities are endless.
A lot of options.
This is the craziest G-Wagon ever. The gradient from Blanco to matte black. That is the most Dubai thing I've ever seen. The G-Wagon game here, next level. Of course, every single time you come to Dubai, you always have to visit Elaine Class Motors. This, of course, is the official Koenigsegg, the authorized Koenigsegg dealership here in the United Arab Emirates. Every single time we come to Elaine Class, it is just jaw-dropping. Of course, we have all the Koenigsegg's, one of two Agueras in the United Arab Emirates. This car is absolutely gorgeous, full carbon. This car is very, very similar to mine. I love the white interior. We actually have almost a matching spec Regera, and then we have the purple carbon Regera too. Another Countach, another Veyron. This interior is incredible. The all white here on the Regera. This Dubai is just insane. I know we've been doing a lot of back and forth about selling my Koenigsegg, but seeing it in how could I? There's 58 in the world.
I don't know.
There's 2 in Dubai. These cars are disappearing. They built, what, 80 Regeras, 125 Yeskos, there's 58 Agueras. If I sell that car, someday, one day, mark my words, it's gonna be the biggest regret of my life. The problem is, I can't really afford it, so I don't know what to do.
Keeping it's hard.
Yeah, keeping it is a little bit impossible. A lot of you guys might recognize this Veyron right here. Years and years and years ago, Houston from Royalty Exotics, he had a near identical car. This, of course, has the waffle carbon fiber weave. We filmed some of the most crazy videos with this thing. And then, of course, we have the P1 GTR lineup. We have a couple McLaren Elvas as well. And then tucked there in the back, right there. Well, if Dubai cannot get any more ridiculous, it just took a lot of steps forward. We somehow, someway have the keys to the Koenigsegg Yesko Absolut. We are going to engage full Transformers mode. The candy apple red on this Absolut is absolutely gorgeous. I wish you guys could see this car in person. And engaging full Transformers mode is just the coolest party trick ever. And of course, right on cue, ladies and gentlemen, the first Absolut delivered here to the United Arab Emirates. The spec on this car is so good,
You need a red car.
I do. I need an Absolut.
Red.
I need a Yesko Absolut. The color is amazing, but on a normal car, I don't think it quite works. It's cool.
It's a good color though.
But this is crazy. I also love how the interior light is red to match all the details. This is why selling my Koenigsegg is just like, it's such a cool part to be a part of.
I know.
To be a part of the Koenigsegg brand is so special, and if I sell it, very good chance I'll probably never have a Koenigsegg ever again, and that's sad. It's so sad. So they're going to be building 125 of the Yeskos. A portion of those are the Absolutes, so this is kind of like the streamlined version. This is the top speed version, whereas the Attack has the massive rear wing. These you kind of get these little fins, obviously for maximum aerodynamics, and at some point in the near future, I don't really know when, I would imagine Koenigsegg is going to set the world record top speed for a production car hopefully eclipse 300 miles an hour. That would be insane. I think one of the saddest parts about possibly selling my Koenigsegg, I wouldn't be a part of this exclusive family anymore, and it's just as amazing to be part of such a revolutionary car brand. Christian von Koenigsegg is an absolute genius, and the cars that Koenigsegg builds are just next level, and to be a part of that family is pretty special. If I sell the Agera, there's a pretty good chance probably never own one again. It's maybe the craziest building in all of Dubai, the Royal Atlantis. Looks like a Jenga board. Jenga tower, not a board, a tower. Sick. Well, there you guys have it. Day one here in Dubai. What do we get when I sell the Countach? 720S. We could go 765 LT. Luckily, prices on all these cars are dropping very, very fast. 992 GT3 RS prices are dropping. Lamborghini Revuelto prices are dropping, but probably about a year out. I don't really want to finance the car because the Countach, when I sell it, will get about $500,000 when I sell the Espada. That's a little bit more as well, but I want to take some of that money and invest it in other projects. When I know it's a little bit preemptive, okay? We're not buying anything anytime soon. We're not buying anything in Dubai either. Obviously, if we do buy a car, when we buy a car, it'll be in America. But let me know what you think in the comments below. But on that bombshell, today's video is over.